Okay, so now, hello everyone. I will be continuing developing SQL databases. So let's click launch. So now I will be continuing the creating column store indexes. So here meron tayong tatlong exercise which is exercise number 1, working with clustered column indexes. Exercise number 2, managing non-clustered indexes on clustered column store indexes. And then lastly is exercise number 3, which is working with non-clustered column store indexes. So let's click start. Okay, so introduction. The Creating Column Store Indexes module provides you with the instructions and devices to develop your hands-on skills in the following topics. Number one is working with clustered column store indexes, managing non-clustered indices on the clustered column store indexes, and then lastly is working with non-clustered index column store indexes. Okay, so ito ang magiging exam objectives natin sa lab na 'to. Demonstrate how to create a clustered columns or index for a large dimension table. Next one is demonstrate how to define a non-clustered index and a clustered columns or index. And then next is demonstrate how to create a non-clustered column store index for real-time performance analysis. So now, i-launch na muna natin ang PLAB SQL 01 para mag-load na siya. Okay, so as you can see, turning on ang PLAB SQL 01. Let's wait lang until ma-complete tong bar na to. So, ito ang lab diagram natin. Meron tayong PLAB SQL 01 and then meron tayong PLAB SQL 02. Okay, so connecting to your lab. So, ito na ang pinakaunang step na ginawa natin. Nag-connect tayo sa PLAB SQL 01. So, let's click next. Okay, so exercise number 1, yung na working with clustered columns or indexes. A column store index is one of the features in SQL Server 2016 that enables you to manage, store, and extract data from the database. So this feature uses a columnar data format called the column store. The column store is a logical table with rows and columns physically stored in a logical table with rows and columns. Physically stored in a row-wise format. You can perform data comprehension at a very high level using the column store indexes. You can create clustered and non-clustered column store indexes in the database. So a clustered column store index refers to the physical storage of the table in the database. The syntax to create a clustered column store index is as follows. So ito ang example ng pag-create ng clustered column store index. Create clustered column store index. Ang laman niya is index name on sa loob ng database, and then the schema name, table name with option, and then so ito laman na, and okay. So now we will proceed on task number 1, which is create a clustered column store index for a dimension table. The dimension table are usually created in a data warehousing environments. You can easily and quickly analyze the database data with the help of dimension tables. So in this task, you will first create a dimension table based on fact table. You will import the records from fact internet sale table where order date field values are between 2001 and 2013. So the imported records will get inserted to the newly created dimension table. So you will create a clustered index on the dimension table to improve the performance of the related queries. You will then convert the clustered index to a clustered column store index to change the storage format from row store to column store, facilitate data comprehension, and improve query performance. So, step number one, i-open natin na ang PLAB SQL 01, which is ginawa natin earlier. So, step number two, after mong buksan ang PLAB SQL 01, we will launch Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. So, let's wait until, okay, so may lalabas na dialog box dito. We just need to connect to the PLAB SQL 01 database. Okay, so ayun, click natin ng connect. So, step number three, eto na. Dito sa Objects Explorer, expand natin ang databases folder. So, step number four is i-click natin ang AdventureWorks DW 2016 CTP3. So, let's click that. And then, we need to create a new query. So, itong properties, hindi naman natin to titignan. So, i-minimize na muna natin to. Nice. X. Ito, liliitan na muna natin ang Object Explorer para malaki ang ating query pane. So, ayan, nakikita nyo, naliitan na natin. And then, step number 5, ito nga ang new query pane, laki lang natin. So, step number 6, sa new query, magkakreate tayo ng panibagong table, which is ang DBOS sales 2011. Okay, so, let's copy the code and then paste lang natin dito. Paste ulit. Ulit, sorry. Copy natin to. And then, paste lang dito. So, let's click execute. Okay, so as you can see, nakapag-create na tayo ng bagong table. Step number 7, in-execute. Nakikita naman natin na command completed successfully, which is tama ang code na atin in-enter. So step number 8, kailangan naman natin maglagay ngayon ng data sa loob ng DBO DIMCEL 2011. So ang kailangan natin gawin is click on new query. Then ito nga, mag-insert na tayo dito. So copy lang natin and then paste. So execute. So makikita natin merong 1,093 rows na na-affectuhan dahil sa pinasok natin data. Step number 9 ay in-execute ang data. And then step number 10, we need to create another query again. So magka-create tayo ng clustered index on the IDX underscore CCI simple and then on dim sale. So ang order date. Okay, so mag-base sa order date. So ito, lumabas naman na command completed successfully. So let us proceed lang. Okay, so step number 10, mag-create naman ng clustered index. And then magda-drop ng table daw. Click this, copy, and then paste. Execute. Okay, so ano ba nagawa niya? This query converts the already created clustered index to a clustered column for index with the same name. Now, the clustered column for index is created on the dimensional table dimsale underscore 2011. The with drop existent equals on clause deletes the existing clustered column for indexes if any and create a new one. So step number 13, execute lang. Nagawa naman na natin kanina. Okay, so step number 14. Para ma-view natin, pupunta tayo ngayon sa Object Explorer and then indexes. Hanapin natin indexes. Dito sa pala. Ayun, yan. Click natin ng plus. Tapos, hanapin natin ang indexes. Okay, so ayan, makikita na natin na ayun ang indexes. Proceed na lang tayo. Ito. Open image. Ayan. So, nakita natin na successfully. So, proceed na lang. Ito naman, managing non-clustered index and clustered column store indexes. Step number 1 na kailangan natin gawin is mag-create ng new query. And then, kakopy natin to. Ito, mag-create siya ng index. Paste. Execute. So, makikita natin, command completed successfully. Next, step number 2, execute lang naman. Makikita naman natin na yun nga, na-approve or gumana. Step number 3, we need to create a new query. Ito. Okay, create na naman siya ng another index na query creates a non-clustered index on the clustered column store index. Okay, so in the Object Explorer, notice the newly created indexes. Indexes. Okay, proceed na lang muna tayo. Step number 4, mag-create ng new query. So, ida-drop naman natin ang table. Buburahin natin yung table na DBO DIBSIL 2011. Execute. Ay, mama, what's happened? Okay, proceed na lang tayo. Next. Okay, the last exercise is working with non-clustered column store index. So, task number 1, mag-create tayo ng non-clustered query. So, mag-create tayo ng table. Copy, paste, and then execute. Okay, so as you can see, command completed successfully, which is gumana ang ating code. And then, step number 2, ayun nga, in-execute. Gumana naman siya. So, step number 3, new query daw. So, maglalagay na naman siya ng data dito sa ating ginawa earlier. Paste, and then execute. Okay, proceed lang tayo. Ito, kailangan natin mag-create ng new query. Select natin to copy, paste, so execute. Ayun. So, ayan siya. Okay, proceed lang tayo. So, mag-create tayo ng new query. New query, which is create non-column store index on DIBSIL to 2011. Okay. So this query creates a non-clustered column store index on the dimension table. Three fields are used in the index definition. Step 7, execute gumana naman. And then step 8, kailangan natin mag-create ng new query. So here, gagamitin natin ang adventure para mag-create ng new query. Copy. Then paste. Execute. Okay, proceed lang tayo. So, dapat ang lalabas is, ayan, one completed successfully daw. Dapat lalabas. So, step number 9, kailangan natin mag-create ng panibagong query. Select all. Okay. Ano ba? Lalabas daw ang execution plan, which is ito. Okay, ayan, dapat ang lalabas. Continue lang natin. So, nagkaka-error lang ang ating, pero yun siya, yun ang dapat lalabas. So, let's proceed. Okay, so ang tututunan natin dito ay kung paano mag-create ng clustered column store index, kung paano i-manage ang non-column store index, and then kung paano ayusin ang non-column store index. Okay, so that's it for creating column store indexes. So now, recording.